Not surprised at all. It's who he is. It's who he is. I've always thought that he's a horrible person, and this is every bit of proof.
Baltimore boxing champion Gervonta "Tank" Davis faces new abuse claims from a woman who claims to be his ex-girlfriend.
Tank is hung him up, shoes off, get the bag, put a plaque up, he done.
Promotion November 14th, Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis has officially been canceled. I know that we all speculated that it would be, and I was pretty much for sure that it would be canceled, but now we have official confirmation.
Ellerbe, who has stood by Tank through countless controversies, admitted this situation is different, calling it a heartbreaking moment for everyone involved. He revealed that massive financial deals, sponsorships, and partnerships collapsed overnight, and that the team had been working for months to secure Tank's biggest payday yet. Ellerbe didn't defend Tank's actions this time. Instead, he stressed that personal accountability has to come first, and that no amount of fame or talent can outrun repeated mistakes.
So, Most Valuable Promotions, the promotion co-founded by Jake Paul and Nikisa Bedarian, posted this on social media. They posted that they were officially canceling the fight, saying Most Valuable Promotions immediately initiated an investigation. No, I had the wrong one. Okay, I'm reading this one. Most Valuable Promotions and Netflix have announced that Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis, the one I was reading was the one from late last week, originally scheduled for Friday, November 14th at the Kaseya Center in Miami, Florida, will no longer be moving forward. Quote, our team has worked closely with all parties to navigate this situation responsibly, said Nikisa Bedarian, CEO of MVP. While we will not be moving forward with this event, our plan remains for Jake Paul to headline an event on Netflix in 2025. And that is what I'm hearing as well. They want him to fight in December. That is the hope. And they're actively looking for a opponent. More on that in a moment. Details regarding a new date, location, Jake's opponent, and additional bouts will be shared as soon as they are finalized. We thank Netflix, Kaseya Center, Seminole Hard Rock and Hotel.
Ellerbe's statement sent shockwaves through the boxing community, marking a rare moment where even Tank's closest allies seem to lose faith. Insiders say the tension between Mayweather Promotions and Davis's camp has reached an all-time high, with sponsors and broadcasters demanding clarity about his future in the sport. Meanwhile, Jake Paul's team is wasting no time. Their swift pivot toward Ryan Garcia shows a clear intent to salvage the event's momentum and possibly make it even bigger. A Paul versus Garcia matchup would be a blockbuster in its own right, blending YouTube star power with one of boxing's most electric young talents. But with Garcia's ongoing promotional ties and previous disputes with Golden Boy, the question remains, can this fight realistically happen? Or is it just another headline in boxing's chaotic circus?
Wrong. So as of today, November 2nd, this fight is still technically scheduled for November 14th to air on Netflix, but it's basically hanging on by a thread. But the team, Jake Paul's team, have reportedly gone and contacted all the fighters, and the names that they're looking at contacting to fight as a late replacement, Ryan Garcia, Terence Crawford, Francis Ngannou, I mean, come on, we'll get into them, and Nate Diaz. So he's already fought Nate Diaz, but let's go through them one by one. I mean, Ryan Garcia, he's a similar size to Gervonta Davis. He's bigger though. Davis made him come down, didn't he? Then he beat him up. So that was Ryan Garcia. Quite a bad loss for Garcia, that was, because he was up for the fight, but Gervonta Davis beat Garcia. Garcia also isn't really big enough to be jumping in with Jake Paul, but that's a fight that potentially could happen. Garcia is a massive name. He's a big he's a social media star. He's a big public figure. Loads of followers on Instagram and social. I mean, his Instagram's over 1 million, I'm sure it is.
Romero's outburst lit up social media, sparking chaos among fans and insiders alike. His harsh criticism of Jake Paul reignited the long-standing debate about influencer boxing versus real competition. Many fans agreed with Raleigh, saying Jake's constant chase for spectacle fights has diluted the sport's integrity. But others argue that Romero is simply trying to keep himself relevant amid the drama. When it came to Ryan Garcia, Romero didn't mince words either. He called Garcia's silence proof he's ducking, insisting that their unfinished business still needs closure. Sources close to the situation claim that Raleigh's team has already reached out to promoters to revive the rematch. But with Garcia being eyed for a potential mega fight with Jake Paul, Romero might once again be left on the sidelines. The only certainty? Raleigh's fiery challenge just added another layer of drama to an already chaotic boxing scene.
Man, I want to let everybody know I'm going to slap Jake Paul across his face because, first and foremost, man, I'm tired of this YouTube boxing stuff, man. I really am. I am more tired of this YouTube boxing stuff than everyone else, man. Oh, let's make this happen, bro. Bro, I'll be ready in a week. I'll be ready to slap Jake Paul across the face in a week. I will slap Jake Paul across his face. But who cares? I don't care. Roll over Jake Paul 2025, bro. I knocked out another YouTuber. I knocked out. Bro. Jake Paul gets knocked out.
Oscar De La Hoya stepped in to squash the swirling rumors about Ryan Garcia potentially replacing Gervonta Davis. He confirmed that no discussions of that sort ever took place and made it clear that any legitimate negotiations would come straight from him. De La Hoya stressed that Garcia is fully focused on his current plans, and fans shouldn't anticipate a last-minute crossover showdown with Jake Paul. His statement effectively shut down the speculation and served as a reminder that not every buzz in boxing is worth trusting.
Asking me about Jake Paul and Ryan Garcia. Let me just tell you why this fight is not going to happen. Ryan Garcia fights for DAZN, and Jake Paul fights on Netflix. I mean, that's pretty much the bottom line. Golden Boy has a contract with DAZN. Ryan Garcia has a contract with Golden Boy. And that's just the way it is. I mean, this is business. You know, Ryan Garcia's probably going to rant saying, oh, you're keeping me from making money and this and that and fighting. No, you have to go by the law, by the rules. You have a contract with DAZN. You have a contract with Golden Boy. It just doesn't happen that way. So anyway, until next time, we'll see you Saturday for Virgil Ortiz. But again, Ryan Garcia's next fight will be announced.
Most Valuable Promotions. MVP has confirmed that fans who purchased tickets through official channels like Ticketmaster will automatically receive refunds within 14 to 21 days from the original purchase date. For those who bought tickets via secondary marketplaces or resale platforms, MVP recommends contacting the vendor directly, as automatic refunds may not apply. This refund policy is part of MVP's broader statement, addressing the event's cancellation and ensuring fans are properly accommodated. Meanwhile, multiple sources close to MVP indicate that Francis Ngannou has become the top candidate to replace Jake Paul's original opponent. Negotiations are reportedly ongoing to finalize what could become one of the most explosive crossover bouts in recent boxing history.
Globally on DAZN. First off, I'll say kudos to MVP for refunding people that did buy tickets to this event and also navigating this thing with professionalism, which they did the entire way through. You got to give them credit for that. They really stayed quiet on the rumor front and just handled things as a professional company. That's all you can really ask for. Jake Paul has, in the last couple of hours, tweeted idiot, and then God has a plan always. Two things that I think are both referring to this fight. First off, calling Gervonta Davis an idiot, I assume, and then obviously, God has a plan always, referring to this thing is probably going to work itself out. Now, obviously, this video is dedicated to talking about future opponents for Jake and potential fight dates. I do have something that I don't know if it's misinformation or not, but I'm just going to talk about it here. This is a tweet from somebody named ATalkers5. I don't know how realistic this potentially even could be, but this is from 4 hours ago. They said 2 of the female bouts scheduled for Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis undercard are now scheduled for December 14th.
Francis Ngannou, who shocked the world with his boxing debut against Tyson Fury and later faced Anthony Joshua, continues to be a major pay-per-view draw with global recognition. Jake Paul's team reportedly views Ngannou's knockout power and star appeal as the ideal replacement to save the event. However, Ngannou publicly dismissed these reports, stating that he would never take a fight that feels like a publicity stunt. After competing against elite fighters like Fury, he believes that stepping into the ring with a YouTuber-turned-boxer like Jake Paul would undermine his skill and legacy. Ngannou addressed the rumors directly, emphasizing that fighters should respect their craft and not turn combat sports into a spectacle for clicks. His firm rejection highlighted both his professionalism and self-respect, earning praise from fans who agreed that such a matchup would have been illogical both competitively and financially.
And he said, yeah, Jake Paul, he's fighting. And I'm like, no, bro, come on. Don't disrespect me like that. And then they even say like, they even come out after and say, and what if the number are good? He sent out some number. I'm like, It's not about the number. If it was about the number, we could have started up. I would have tell you, I'm not just interested. It makes no sense for me. It's not my what I'm looking at right now.
So there is no dollar amount. It's more the opponent. The fight makes no sense. They could offer you $100 million and you wouldn't be interested.
The fight made no sense. That's what I think. That's my my position. And though I went back, I saw,
Placement for Gervonta Davis. We had to go right to the source. What can you tell us? Is there any possibility that Francis Ngannou will step in for Gervonta Davis and fight Jake Paul?
No, there's no such of thing happening. Basically, like how can they go from like Gervonta Davis to Francis Ngannou? Like, I mean, Gervonta Davis is a fantastic boxer, but and is a one-shot knockout artist. But come on, like the weight different and everything, it makes no sense. The Gervonta Davis, you say, okay, the size different can level up. Like, at this point, for me to...
Take on all of this. Do you think Jake Paul made the right call by stepping back after Gervonta Davis's arrest? Or is it more about managing his image and playing PR? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'm curious to hear your perspective.